The young, immature me, I used to look at these shows and these different situations like these and think to myself, how could a person let themselves get to this point, right? But the older I got, the more life hits you, you could realize easily how somebody could get in a situation like this, man. What am I talking about? This video here is the sad life of the world's most obese woman. We're gonna check this one out.
I would rather die than live this way.
Charity Pierce, one of the most renowned personalities from My 600 LB Life, captivated global audiences with her challenging journey of recovery, starting at a daunting weight of 778 pounds.
But when I see myself in a mirror, I feel like some monster.
I have to have the restroom brought to me because my weight is more than what the toilet holds. I can't even sit in the bathtub, so I have to sponge bath, she explained.
I have to have the restroom brought to me because my weight is more than what the toilet holds. I can't even sit in the bathtub, so I have to sponge bath.
Her precarious health at a young age led to the intervention of the well-known bariatric surgeon, Dr. Now, who stressed the critical nature of her situation and the looming threat to her life.
Charity is clearly in pretty bad shape. Her situation is very serious right now.
In this video, we delve into Charity Pierce's struggles, successes, and significant moments following her time on My 600 LB Life Daily Life Struggles. Charity's existence was a constant battle against the immense burden of her own body. Every movement felt like pushing against a barrier, and each step required an extraordinary effort. Tasks that others found simple became significant challenges for Charity, constantly reminding her of her physical constraints. She depended on the assistance of her daughter, Charlie, and her partner, Tony, for daily activities. Rising from bed demanded a team effort, with Charlie and Tony helping to lift her considerable weight. Even sitting on the sofa or using the toilet was a strenuous task requiring careful maneuvering and ongoing support. Charity's difficulties were particularly evident in the kitchen. Cooking, once a source of joy and sustenance, became nearly unmanageable. She assigned kitchen duties to Charlie and Tony as she couldn't stand for extended periods or handle the physical demands of meal preparation. Consequently, their diet mainly consisted of convenience foods and takeout, leaving Charity yearning for better nutrition and variety. Leaving the house posed another significant challenge. Charity's size made getting into cars or moving comfortably in public spaces difficult. She often felt embarrassed by her appearance, avoiding social interactions and situations where she might be judged or ridiculed. Simple outings, like going to the mall with Charlie, were filled with anxiety and self-doubt. Doctor appointments required extensive planning and assistance from medical staff. Sometimes an ambulance was needed to transport Charity safely, highlighting her severe mobility issues and the challenges in accessing health care. At home, Charlie was Charity's lifeline, providing both physical and emotional support. She took on the role of caregiver with grace and dedication, attending to Charity's needs with unwavering attention. Whether helping her bathe, dress, or manage daily routines, Charlie made Charity feel loved and cared for despite the obstacles they faced together. Yet, even with Charlie's help, Charity's struggles were far from over. Finding close.
Now, I know a lot of people gonna come on here and say, see, and point the finger. See, it's them. They're enabling. How can you say that to a kid that wants nothing but the best for their mother or father or whomever that's going through this? How can you say that to someone? They really don't know that they're really enabling. And that's not an excuse. That's just reality. That's reality. Do you think they want to see their parent in that much pain? Going through that, dealing with that emotionally. It's affecting them just as much. So don't just point the finger. I'm pretty sure they know the part they play in it and don't feel good about it. I guarantee they know. Like, life be lifing, bro. And it's hard. I can't judge no one. Nah, bro. Don't do that to people, man. Don't do that to people. My heart goes out to them for this right here, bro. Like, and we on the outside looking in. You don't know what they've tried, what type of things they've said or tried to do or take away, or the emotional guilt they feel. And yes, they probably know that it's killing her. So yeah, that's a tough role to be in, man. That's a tough role to be in.
Clothes that fit was nearly impossible, making her feel exposed and insecure. She often wore oversized shirts and underwear that blended into her skin folds, this constant reminder of her body's limitations and the difficulty in finding acceptance weighed heavily on her. Despite these hardships, Charity persevered. She faced each day with determination and resolve, refusing to let her physical limitations define her. With Charlie and Tony's support, she drew strength from their love, knowing they could overcome any challenge life presented. The dangers of her condition were ever present. Obesity is more than a superficial issue. It is a serious medical condition with significant consequences. Charity Pierce's story highlights the risks associated with obesity and the arduous journey many face in combating it. But what exactly is obesity? And why is it so dangerous? To understand this, we need to break it down. Obesity is typically measured using BMI, or body mass index. Calculating BMI involves a simple formula that takes into account a person's weight and height to determine their total body fat. Essentially, BMI categorizes individuals as underweight, normal weight, overweight, or obese. It serves as a guide to understanding the impact of weight on health. Charity, with a staggering weight of 778 pounds, fell into the obese category on the BMI scale. Her excessive weight posed significant health risks, exerting immense pressure on her heart and other vital organs. But what exactly are the dangers associated with obesity? Firstly, obesity is a major contributor to heart disease. Carrying excess weight can lead to high blood pressure, elevated cholesterol levels, and diabetes, all of which increase the likelihood of heart attacks and strokes. The heart must exert extra effort to circulate blood throughout the body, placing it under considerable strain and heightening the risk of cardiovascular problems. However, the dangers of obesity extend beyond heart disease. Obesity is also associated with a range of other health issues, including type 2 diabetes, certain cancers, sleep apnea, and osteoarthritis. Extra weight can stress joints, leading to pain and inflammation. It can also disrupt hormonal balances, increasing the risk of cancers such as breast and colon cancer. Furthermore, obesity can have profound effects on mental health and overall well-being. Many individuals who are obese face stigma and discrimination, which can lead to depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem. Physical limitations due to excess weight can also negatively affect mental health, making it challenging to engage in activities and enjoy life. Despite these risks, overcoming obesity is often a difficult endeavor. It usually requires a combination of lifestyle changes, including dietary adjustments, increased physical activity, and sometimes medical intervention. Charity's weight loss journey was fraught with challenges. She tried to reduce her sugar intake and incorporate exercise into her daily routine, but the road to success was paved with obstacles. Charity's story underscores the importance of addressing obesity and its related health issues. It's not just about losing weight for appearance's sake, it's about improving health and extending life expectancy. Understanding the risks of obesity and taking proactive measures to address them can enhance overall health and reduce the prevalence of chronic diseases. Thus, recognizing the seriousness of obesity and taking steps to combat it can lead to a healthier, happier future. Charity Pierce's path to obesity didn't happen overnight. It was a slow buildup of hardships that started in her childhood. Growing up in Cedar Rapids, Iowa, her early life was far from stable. Her father battled alcoholism and often took out his frustrations on Charity and her mother. Nightly, Charity endured the cycle of violence, her father's tirades, her mother's tears, and his eventual collapse on the living room floor.
See, I told you, man, it just ain't people just making a choice just to eat all day and eat all day. It be deep-rooted, man. It be deep-rooted. It be life that be hitting you. Hitting you mentally, emotionally, physically, monetarily. Some people who become obese is because they don't have the money to go out and eat healthy. Eating healthy is expensive. I talk to people all the time about juicing. I like to juice. Juicing is expensive. You know what I mean? You have to find creative ways. And it's always a challenge, but you be battling different things that you've been through, currently going through, all of that. All of that, bro. That's why I can never judge somebody and point the finger, fam. Because I know what life has done. I've been struggling with different things this year, bro. You know how much death I've seen and had happen to me this year? And people close to me? The mental aspect that it takes on a day-to-day to get through the day, just being worried about receiving a phone call that somebody, like getting to the end of the day without receiving a phone call that somebody passed, to me is an accomplishment. Or waking up in the morning without that jolting phone call that somebody has passed is an accomplishment right now for me. It's happened way too often this year, bro. So now when certain people call, my anxiety flares up. Because it's like, okay, what's about to happen? Or what is the person on the other end of this phone about to tell me? Devastating. And that drives you to do eat, drink, do different things. Like, bro, I get that. I understand this.
Feeling isolated and neglected, Charity turned to food for comfort. At 10, she sought solace in the refrigerator, consuming any junk food she could find: ice cream, chocolate bars, potato chips, and fries. These snacks provided a temporary escape from her tumultuous home life, a way to numb the pain and fill the void left by her absent father and overwhelmed mother. Over the years, Charity's relationship with food became increasingly unhealthy. By the time she reached puberty in the late 1990s, she was already struggling with her weight. Charity faced relentless bullying at school and in her neighborhood, often being ridiculed for her appearance. Despite her efforts to brush off the hurtful comments, they took a toll on her self-esteem. Nonetheless, Charity remained determined not to let the cruelty of others define her. She embraced teenage rebellion as a means to combat negativity, resolute in following her own path despite the challenges. Yet, as she entered her early 20s and adulthood, the burden of her struggles became increasingly hard to manage. Despite encouragement to adopt a healthier diet, Charity found it difficult to break free from her destructive eating habits. Battling the pressures of American high school, hormonal changes, and seasonal depression, she turned to binge eating as her primary coping mechanism. This led to a cycle of emotional eating and guilt, each binge deepening her sorrow. In 2001, disaster struck when an accident left Charity bedridden, unable to move or engage in physical activity. This immobility exacerbated her binge eating, causing further weight gain and worsening her already fragile health. For Charity, obesity was more than a medical issue. It was an expression of her deepest pain and fears, a silent plea for help and acceptance in a world that seemed bent on breaking her spirit. Despite everything, Charity held on to hope, believing that her journey was not over and that there was still a chance for redemption and healing. Her path to recovery was just beginning. The turning point came in 2015 when Charity, at 39, decided to change her life. Her motivation was a dream to wear her perfect wedding dress and marry her beloved Tony. She envisioned a beautiful ceremony with wedding bells ringing for their love. This dream attracted the attention of the popular show My 600 LB Life. The show's crew quickly sought out Charity, whose obesity struggles were well known in her community. Perhaps someone had informed the producers, seeking help for her. Charity's appearance on the show introduced viewers to a woman overwhelmed by her own body. Weighing 778 pounds, Charity's health was in grave danger, prompting Dr. Now, the renowned obesity specialist, to take immediate action. He arranged for Charity to be hospitalized in Houston, where she would receive continuous care under his supervision. With the support of dedicated nurses and doctors, Charity embarked on her battle to regain her health. Dr. Now placed her on a strict weight loss program, limiting her caloric intake to 1,000 to 1,200 calories per day and cutting out her favorite desserts and takeout meals. Her progress was closely monitored by medical staff at every step. Despite numerous challenges, Charity remained steadfast in her goals. She understood that her dreams of marrying Tony and building a future with him depended on overcoming her weight issues. Each day, she drew strength from her unwavering determination and the constant support of those around her. After 3 months of strict adherence to her weight loss regimen, Charity stepped on the scale to discover she had lost over 100 pounds, a testament to her dedication and willpower. Dr. Now was impressed by her progress, but knew the journey was far from over. With her
Like, imagine how many people that helped, bro. Instead of the negative and the naysayers and the people who point the fingers, look at what she just overcame. That might be a small feat to some, but that was a mountain she just overcame just then. And imagine the people that were inspired by that never talk about it, that never, you know what I mean, be in the back of the class, that don't really say nothing and are quiet and suffering in silence, that was motivated by that right there, bro. Like, stuff like that get me hyped, man. Cause it just reminds you, man, like, no matter how much life knocks you down, bro, you can get right back up. You can get right back up. Like, stuff like that get me hyped, man. Like,
health gradually improving, Charity was ready to return home and continue her transformation in a familiar environment. Back in her hometown, new challenges arose. Her daughter, Charlie, struggled with Charity's absence, turning to food for comfort. Meanwhile, Charity prepared for gastric bypass surgery, a pivotal step in her weight loss journey. The surgery was successful, and Charity returned home filled with hope and determination. Adhering to a strict 1,000-calorie diet and recommitting to her fitness, she embraced the next phase of her journey with renewed vigor. As Charity continued to lose weight and improve her health, she realized her transformation was about more than just physical changes. It was about reclaiming her life, joy, and future. Every day, Charity moved closer to achieving her dreams and living the life she always wanted, aided by therapy for self-discovery and healing. Her battle with obesity was more than just shedding pounds. It was a profound journey of understanding herself and mending emotional wounds that had led to her harmful eating patterns. Even after undergoing gastric bypass surgery, Charity continued to struggle with binge eating, jeopardizing her progress and her eligibility for skin removal surgery. Confronted with this challenge, Dr. Now recommended that Charity seek therapy to tackle the deep-seated issues driving her food addiction. Charity embraced the idea, recognizing that her struggles with food went beyond physical cravings.
you hear a lot of people say that, like, people who deal with like drinking problems. You know what I mean? I heard the NFL player, Hall of Famer Chris Carter talking about that. You know what I mean? He struggled with alcoholism, I think it was. And he just, one thing that resonated with him was, he was like, even though he beat it, this wasn't something that you stop, you quit cold turkey, it's gone, it's over with, you no longer have to deal with it anymore. He's like, no, that thing is, I deal with that on a day-to-day. It never goes away. He was like, it was like, he was just like, man, my sickness is outside just waiting on me every single moment, and I have to deal with it every day. And that hit me hard, man. Like, it just don't leave. So you think you're cured? No, you still got to deal with the urges. So it's an everyday thing, bro. That thing be real.
With her therapist's support, she embarked on a path of self-reflection, exploring the emotional traumas that had shaped her unhealthy relationship with food. During therapy, Charity delved into the reasons behind her overeating, uncovering a complex mix of childhood trauma, feelings of inadequacy, and low self-worth. Working with her therapist, she learned healthy coping strategies to replace her binge eating, such as mindfulness and stress management techniques. As she examined her past more closely, Charity started to identify the roots of her food addiction. She discovered that her binge eating often stemmed from feelings of loneliness, sorrow, and anxiety, emotions she had previously tried to numb with food. Through therapy, she learned to face these feelings and develop more robust coping mechanisms. Week by week, Charity's recovery advanced. She began making healthier eating choices, opting for nutritious meals that nourished both her body and soul. With Tony's support, she even took cooking classes to learn how to prepare wholesome meals at home, transforming mealtime into an opportunity for joy and connection rather than conflict. Therapy was not just about changing her eating habits, but also about improving her mindset. Charity worked with her therapist to challenge negative thoughts and beliefs about herself, replacing them with self-compassion and acceptance. Time for the fancy topic. In a small town, a woman named Sarah Jacobs pursued a dream that led to unexpected consequences. Inspired by Charity Pierce, Sarah aimed to reach a similar weight to appear on TV. Over the years, she steadily gained weight, indulging in excessive eating to achieve her goal. However, her journey took a dark turn, and she soon found herself in a worse state than she had ever imagined. This is the sad life of the world's most obese woman. Sarah's health rapidly declined as her weight skyrocketed. She became bedridden, reliant on medical equipment and constant care. Unlike the fame and recognition she sought, Sarah faced severe isolation and numerous health complications. Her condition deteriorated to the point where basic daily tasks became impossible without assistance. The reality of her situation was far grimmer than she had anticipated. Do you think the media's portrayal of obesity glamorizes unhealthy lifestyles? How can we better support individuals struggling with weight issues? Share your thoughts. Let us know.
Yeah, I think the media has a part that it plays. When people started doing those mukbangs, we'll soon see, like, down the line, because I think people still do them. But those eating things and different things that presented itself, and people eating these extravagant, huge amounts of food in front of a camera, and just eating like that on it, like, it's gonna show. It's gonna show down the line, man. And the amount of people it probably affected and encouraged to do so. Like, we're going to see a lot of people come out and address and talk about that whole area or that whole moment in time of those mukbangs and stuff like that, and what it did to them and how it affected them and how the recovery was or how it's still affecting them and the results. We're going to hear about that pretty soon down the line. I'm almost sure of it.
Know in the comments with the hashtag #FancyTopic. Through therapy, Charity started to view herself differently, seeing a strong, resilient woman capable of overcoming any obstacle. She learned to celebrate small victories and forgive herself for past mistakes. Her journey of self-discovery continued, and she grew more confident and empowered each day. She began to understand the significance of self-care, not just physically, but also emotionally and mentally. Then, the moment of truth arrived. After more than a year of therapy and hard work, Charity stepped onto the scale, holding her breath as the numbers appeared. To her astonishment, she had dropped below 600 pounds, finally qualifying for skin removal surgery. With tears streaming down her face, Charity embraced the next phase of her journey with renewed determination and hope. She recognized that therapy had been crucial to her success, equipping her with the tools and insights necessary to overcome her challenges and reclaim her life. Looking forward, Charity felt a renewed excitement and sense of opportunity. Therapy had become her guiding light, and she felt ready to confront any obstacles, confident in her own strength and resilience. Every step forward brought her closer to becoming the best version of herself. However, Charity Pierce's story took a heartbreaking turn as she prepared for her transformative surgery. She was resolute and determined throughout the preparation and discussions with the medical team, driven by her desire for a healthier and happier life. Despite the anticipation and readiness, tragedy struck with brutal force. While in her hospital bed, Charity received the devastating news that her beloved mother had passed away from brain cancer. The sudden loss of her mother, who had been her anchor and support, plunged Charity into profound grief and sorrow. This immense loss compounded the emotional toll of her already challenging recovery, pushing Charity into a deep depression. The untimely death of her mother unleashed a torrent of overwhelming emotions, leaving Charity grappling with intense grief, loneliness, and fear. Confronted with this immense sadness, Charity stood at a crossroads, struggling under the weight of her loss. Amidst the chaos and pain, she contemplated turning to the familiar comfort of binge eating to cope with the unbearable pain and loss she was enduring. Despite the overwhelming adversity, Charity refused to surrender hope. She resolved to persevere, driven by an indomitable spirit and a fierce determination to honor her mother's memory while reclaiming her own self-worth and dignity. Charity faced the daunting prospect of undergoing surgery to remove excess skin, a crucial step in her journey to restore her health and happiness. Despite the emotional turmoil threatening to engulf her, Charity mustered the strength to proceed with the procedure, propelled by an unwavering resolve to move forward despite the challenges. Following the surgery, Charity emerged victorious, her weight significantly reduced, and her spirit undeterred by the hardships she had faced. She confronted the future with newfound energy and determination, buoyed by the steadfast support of her medical team and her inner fortitude. Charity defied the odds as she continued her journey, undergoing additional surgeries and losing even more weight. Her transformation was nothing short of miraculous, a testament to the power of resilience, perseverance, and the unyielding human spirit. Despite the profound loss and sorrow she endured, Charity emerged from the darkness stronger and more resilient than ever. Her journey stands as an inspiring reminder of the tenacity of the human spirit and the transformative power of hope, courage, and perseverance in the face of life's most daunting challenges. Charity Pierce faced complications following her skin surgery. Despite her progress, she developed cellulitis infections that required hospitalization. Dr. Now performed further skin surgery, removing 38 pounds of excess tissue from her stomach. Charity spent over 2 months in the hospital recovering from her surgery. Unfortunately, a few months later, the infection returned, necessitating additional surgery to prevent septic shock. These setbacks were challenging, but Charity remained determined to continue her weight loss journey, returning home despite the difficulties. As she grappled with the profound pain of losing her mother, Charity faced another devastating blow in her personal life. In a shocking betrayal, her fiancé abruptly ended their engagement to pursue a relationship with her sister. This betrayal struck deeply, leaving Charity shocked and heartbroken.
Good God, I didn't see that coming. Whoa. Her sister? Man, like, she just lost them. She ain't need to get hit with that too. And I was sitting there rooting for them. I was just sitting there, I'm thinking like, yo, this dude right here, this man need an award. Like, the support and love he's showing, like, I'm getting ready to be like mad cheerleader type for him, man. Like, and you go do that, bro. Come on, man. Just come on. That's just so cold-blooded.
Causing her to question the trust she had placed in her closest relationships. In a 2019 follow-up episode of My 600lb Life, Where Are They Now?, Charity, Tony, and Charlie returned to Iowa to reconnect with their family. The visit was bittersweet for Charity, as she honored her mother's memory with a memorial service. However, during the reunion, Tony initiated a romance with Charity's sister, creating unexpected tension. This betrayal deeply affected Charity, plunging her into a deep depression. To cope with the grief and betrayal, Charity turned to unhealthy coping mechanisms such as food, alcohol, and cigarettes. Despite these emotional setbacks, Charity showed remarkable resilience and determination to overcome adversity. She eventually regained control of her life, making significant changes. Despite the challenges, Charity managed to lose 29 pounds due to her persistence and dedication to her health journey. The path to recovery was fraught with difficulties, including the news of her sister's pregnancy with Tony's child. Despite these obstacles, Charity was committed to reclaiming her health and happiness. In a remarkable turn of events, her efforts paid off as she lost 41 pounds, reducing her total weight to 335 pounds. Impressed by her progress, Dr. Now approved her for another skin removal surgery, marking a significant milestone in her transformation. Despite the obstacles and disappointments, Charity, Tony, and Charlie continued to strive for a better and healthier future. In a 2019 episode, Charity underwent her third skin removal surgery to address the lasting effects of her significant weight loss. During the procedure, 15.2 pounds of excess skin were removed from her leg, representing another step toward a better life. However, during the recovery process, Charity faced a dangerous setback. Struggling with pain management, she requested additional medication from Dr. Now. Despite her insistence, Dr. Now determined that more medication was unnecessary. Charity had secretly brought painkillers into the hospital and succumbed to the temptation of self-medication. Tragically, she overdosed on the painkillers, resulting in a life-threatening situation. She became unresponsive and stopped breathing, prompting Dr. Now to take swift action to save her life. His quick response and medical expertise enabled him to revive Charity and stabilize her condition. The incident had a lasting impact on Charity's relationship with her medical team, as her actions eroded the trust between them. Despite this setback, her near-death experience served as a crucial wake-up call, highlighting the dangers of self-medication and the importance of adhering to medical advice. Charity had to work hard to regain the trust of her medical team and address the underlying issues that led to her risky behavior. With the support of Dr. Now and her loved ones, she remained determined to overcome obstacles and improve her health and well-being. Following her time on the show, Charity remained dedicated to her health journey, achieving significant weight loss milestones. Through her continued efforts, she lost an additional 113 pounds, moving closer to a healthier lifestyle. However, in December 2019, she faced a new and alarming health challenge when she was diagnosed with kidney cancer. This diagnosis brought back memories of her mother's struggle with cancer, causing Charity considerable anxiety about her own health. Acting swiftly, she underwent surgery in March 2020 to remove the affected kidney, preventing the cancer from spreading to her other kidney and vital organs. The successful surgery renewed Charity's hope and determination to overcome this new hurdle. Charity shared updates on her journey via social media, expressing optimism about her future despite the challenges. In a heartfelt Facebook post, she detailed her surgery and ongoing recovery, reassuring her followers of her strength and resilience. Throughout this difficult time, she stayed focused on her health and well-being, maintaining her weight loss and spending quality time with her daughter Charlie. Charity's journey serves as an inspiration to others facing similar challenges, showcasing the importance of perseverance, determination, and hope in overcoming life's obstacles. In the follow-up episode of My 600 LB Life, Where Are They Now?, Charity's daughter Charlie became a key figure, sharing her struggles with food addiction and weight gain. The 2016 episode revealed that Charlie's weight had reached 390 pounds, mirroring her mother's earlier struggles. By the end of the episode, Charlie had lost 14 pounds, marking a positive step in her own health journey. Recognizing the significance of their relationship, Charity and Charlie sought therapy to transition from a caregiver-patient dynamic to a mother-daughter relationship. This collaborative effort demonstrated their mutual commitment to supporting each other on their respective paths to wellness. As the show concluded, viewers witnessed Charity's incredible progress, with her weight dropping to 338 pounds, resulting in a total weight loss of 440 pounds. This achievement highlighted her enduring strength and determination in the face of adversity. In a subsequent 2017 episode, viewers learned about Charlie's aspiration to become a patient of Dr. Now and qualify for bariatric surgery, inspired by her mother's transformative experience. This milestone marked the beginning of Charlie's journey to reclaim her health and independence. Returning home, Charlie embarked on her mission to lose the weight she had gained during her mother's weight loss journey. With unwavering support and encouragement from her mother, Charlie decided to undergo gastric reduction surgery, a life-changing decision. The results were astounding, with Charlie's weight plummeting from 385 pounds to an impressive 154 pounds. Her dramatic transformation became a beacon of hope for others facing similar challenges, inspiring many to pursue their own health and well-being. Charlie's journey didn't end with the surgery. She continued to document her progress through selfies and Facebook updates, sharing her triumphs and setbacks with a dedicated fan base. Her ongoing story serves as a testament to the power of resilience and the possibility of achieving better health and happiness. Charity's authenticity and empathy resonated deeply with her audience, creating a sense of unity and support among those facing similar struggles. 4 years post-surgery, Charity achieved her goal of weighing under 200 pounds, showcasing her steadfast determination and perseverance. As the program concluded, she left the hospital and returned to Iowa with her daughter Charlie. Together, they formed a strong, close-knit women's team dedicated to living healthier, happier lives. lives. Their journey inspired and empowered many around the world, proving that with commitment, endurance, and support, anything is achievable. In a 2020 episode of My 600lb Life, Where Are They Now?, viewers learned that Charity and Charlie had separated when Charlie decided to return to Iowa without her mother. This difficult choice aimed to break their dysfunctional relationship and allow each to focus on their own health journeys. During their time apart, Charlie embarked on her own weight loss journey, losing an impressive 90 pounds through her efforts and determination. Meanwhile, Charity faced her own struggles, including a relapse into old habits like drinking. Despite these challenges, fate reunited Charity and Charlie in Iowa. This reunion marked a pivotal moment in their relationship as they supported each other on their individual paths to better health. Determined to make positive changes, Charity recommitted to Dr. Now's program, understanding the importance of prioritizing her health and well-being. She rejoined the program with renewed purpose, aiming to take control of her life and health. As the episode progressed, fans witnessed Charity's significant progress towards her weight loss goals. By the end, she had achieved a major milestone, weighing less than 300 pounds. This remarkable achievement highlighted Charity's resilience and determination to overcome adversity and restore her health. As Charity continued her journey to better health, Charlie made significant strides in maintaining her weight loss. Despite past battles with obesity, Charlie remained dedicated to her health and successfully kept the weight off. Later that year, Charlie shared a heartwarming update, revealing that her mother was thriving despite initial challenges. Charity embraced her role as a grandmother, cherishing playful moments with her granddaughter and sharing these joyful experiences.
Oh, that's gonna be even more motivation for her right there, bro. When the kiddos start showing up, you realize you can do things you never could do. You can lift a car up. you can achieve anything at that point in time. Because that's a different level of motivation, though, bro. This is all, though, motivating, bro. If this don't motivate you, man, I don't know what can at this point.
On platforms like TikTok. The once uninspired and excessively overweight Charity was now vibrant and almost unrecognizable, radiating happiness and vitality. Her transformation is a testament to her hard work and determination, inspiring many others facing similar struggles. Charlie's journey also took a positive turn as she reached personal milestones. According to her Facebook page, she became engaged in January 2022 and welcomed a daughter, marking new chapters in her pursuit of happiness and fulfillment. In March 2023, Charity joyfully announced that Charlie was expecting another baby in October. This delightful news underscores the incredible transformations and newfound happiness in their lives. Their stories serve as powerful reminders of the resilience of the human spirit and the transformative power of determination and perseverance. Charity and Charlie's journey not only enhanced their own lives, but also inspired countless others to believe in the potential for positive change. What did you think of Charity's impressive story?